Hello and welcome to Dandelion Lessons. And today I want to talk about authenticity. And it's something that I'm always striving for. And today in my tarot reading, I do a daily tarot draw. And the reason I do it, I don't use it for divination purposes whatsoever. And I don't use it to talk about the future, but about the moment that I'm in. And the cards help me see things intuitively about the situation that is present at the moment. And I have been drawing the star card frequently. And the star card is actually my favorite card in the tarot deck. And you're seeing some images of my favorite star cards. And often I look at the star card in a deck first. And if it speaks to me, then I'll use the deck. And if it doesn't, then I won't. So it's one of my defining factors for tarot. And I think I was drawn to the star card initially because of the sheer beauty of it. In every deck that I have, it's just the most beautiful card to me. But over time, I started to realize that it had very much to do with the elements in my natal chart. All of my signs in my astrological chart are from earth or water. And in the star card, the original Rider Waite card that you saw in the beginning, the earth and the water are clearly represented. The woman is pouring water into both the pond and onto the earth, and she's half in the water and half on the ground. And so that's very significant to me personally. And but anyways, what I've been thinking about is what the star card actually represents for my creative practice. And I think it's a clear beacon and symbol of what my creative practice means to me. And mostly because the star in general is hope in visual form. We wish upon stars, don't we? And it reminds me always to find my own authentic way to show up in the world. That star, a beacon in the sky shining singularly within many, many, many stars. And we all have that. We all have a need to show up in the world in an authentic way. And it also, in the original card and in other cards, the star kind of represents to me the fount of inspiration, right? And we have to fill it in order to give it. And this card embodies serenity and tranquility, a tranquil mind and harmony between all of the different elements that are within us. And it reminds me that we have to fill our well in order to offer our spirit freely to others without reservation, and in order to share generously of our gifts and our time with other people. So my creative practice is my place to gather myself and to set my intentions and to uplift my spirit every time. Every time it allows me, it fills me up, so it allows me to give my light freely without holding back, but in an unassuming way. You know, my spirit is one shining spirit of many, 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 many shining spirits. And because I have learned that it's so important to find my authenticity in my own light and the value in my own light, I can be another unassuming light in the universe of lights. I know that sounds silly, but it means a lot to me. It gives us a sort of serene and quiet presence and power when we sit in our authenticity, when we find our authentic voice. You know, because we all have access to that infinite creative well. We all have access to it. It's really universal energy. It's a wellspring of life. And we have to let down our barriers in order to find that. It's a place where we can let go our creative practice and just be in the moment and be who we are. And it allows us to fill our well so we can give more generously. It helps me let go of my doubts and my fears, and it helps me find peace and strength in my singular, authentic place of deep intuition. My creative practice is really about the determination of my spirit to find my own voice in the world. Okay, so now I thought I would paint a dandelion lesson. And I've got the green and blue and gray and silver spectrum of my wild thorn paints. I have Star White from Earth Mineral Arts. And I have these origami postcards. This is the golden version. And I'm just going to paint. painted my own version of the star card. The peace of the night with one star shining brightly amongst millions and billions of other stars, and the light coming down to fill my cup so that it overflows. And earth and water are both represented. So this is it, really. Yeah, so I hope my thoughts here have made some sense to you, and I hope that that you'll give it some thought about how our creative practice, how your creative practice brings you a sense of authenticity and gives you a sense of peace and tranquility and a place to be free and to be yourself and to find your own authentic voice in the world, and then how it can fill you up so you are able to freely give your light to others. And I hope that in the comments you'll leave your thoughts about this. And also, if you do use tarot cards or oracle cards or any kind of deck, if you'll leave some thoughts about how you use them and maybe what your favorite card is, and if you have any favorite decks to use, I always love to hear that from people. And that's really all. I just wanted to share this. It's been on my mind, and because I've been drawing this star card so much. Yeah, so I would like to send this card to one of you, and so if you do leave your comments below, then I will enter you into a drawing that I'll select someone randomly early next week, and I will mail it to you as my offering. So thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I always appreciate that you're here with me, and I love when you share your thoughts. I really like to look at this space as an exchange too. I mean, I offer my thoughts, and I love to hear yours too. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you.